Good morning, it's me, I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live on this wintry, blowy, snowy morning. It's the new year, it's January 5. I had to double check to make sure of the date. At 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So I'm going to pull myself up on my computer so I can see comments better, especially while I'm crafting. So give me a second. Oh, stuff's in the way already. So give me a second. Let me know if you're on here and tell me good morning. Where are you in all this? It looks like it's starting to snow more right now. I am not a snow person. Oops. Did it go? I can't find myself yet. Hi, Jamie. Are you safe and safe home now? It's a little bit of a change from Florida. Hi, Sherry. All right. I can't find me yet. Just a sec. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Now I can see comments. Okay. So, good morning. So we are in a brand new year, and we have a new catalog that just started yesterday, our mini catalog. Oh, yeah, as always. Oh, how's she doing? I forgot that you would be back in that mode. So we have a brand new mini catalog starting, what used to be called our spring catalog, but it has Valentine's stuff in it. Actually, I'm going to be working with Valentine's stuff today. Oh, good. I'm glad she's doing well. Tell Zoe hi for me. Has Valentine's stuff in it, spring stuff, like all the spring sort of holidays. Hi, Nancy. I'm glad that you're here. And also we have Sale-a-Bration going on. So if you've not heard of Sale-a-Bration, thanks, Jamie. It is an awesome sale. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Carrie. Sorry, I saw your name and then it just flew out of my mind and off my screen. If you've not heard of Sale-a-Bration, it's an awesome sale that Stampin' Up! Has. Actually, last year they had it twice in the year, and I believe that's the plan for this year. I used to say it was the best sale of the year. Well, now we have it a couple times. It's just a shorter time period each time. So there's a special Sale-a-Bration brochure, and the items in there you can only get free. Hi, Jamie. I have two Jamies on now. And Marcia, good morning. The items in the Sale-a-Bration brochure are only available free with a purchase. So some of the items are available with a $50 purchase, and some of them are available with a $100 purchase. It's with every purchase. So like I'll just say for an example, if you spent $200, you could get 4 $50 items or 2 $100 items, or whatever combination of that works out. And then there's also a special stamp set in there. It's really pretty. For hostesses during this time, sorry, Tyler keeps texting me. I texted him right before I got on because I was replying to him, and now it keeps coming up. Tyler's my son, by the way, and he's working. And I told him I was praying for him and told him to be safe. And anyway, so we were chatting. Oh, so if you are a hostess with me or host with me during this time, by the way, it's just January and February. Oh, I think it's the last day of February. I better check. Yes, February 28th. If you host with me, you could have a book party, a workshop. If you're the hostess of a Stampers Club of mine during this 2-month period, and you have a $300 workshop, you get a bonus, the stamp set. It's called Calming. Oh, I don't know. I think it's called Calming Camellia. Hopefully I said that right. I don't know. Hi, Lenny. So here is that stamp set, by the way. I posted that actually on either my group or my page. If you don't have this brochure and would like one, let me know. The mini catalog, I would be happy to send you also. I will send you, if you don't have catalogs at all, it's $5 if you haven't ordered from me at all, and then I'll send you a $5 coupon for, off your first order with me. So, anyway, I would be happy to send those to you. So during celebration, you would get that extra stamp set free in addition to your regular host rewards. And then the third way that actually there's 4 ways, but the third way that you can benefit from celebration is by signing up to be on my team. Good morning. Oh, Marie, we spoke last year. I'm looking forward to local. Cool. Sounds good. Okay, so I have a question. I forgot if you say it Marie or Mari. Hopefully I said it right. Sorry. I'm saying Marie. Yes, I remember talking with you, and I never found out, are you actually a demonstrator, or are you just a stamper? Are you just looking for classes to go to and stuff like that? So thanks for joining me today, by the way. Oh, okay, so Marie, great. Okay, I thought that we had talked about that, but suddenly I couldn't remember for sure. Everything, it's so funny, when you're live and you're reading things, sometimes it just gets confusing when you're on camera. So thank you for your understanding. So what was I talking about? There was one more thing. Oh, so if you are, if you sign up to be a demonstrator, if you join my team, during celebration, you get to choose 2 additional stamp sets from any of the current catalogs, and that's in addition to your kit that you get to choose whatever you want with it. The kit is $99 plus tax only, no shipping, and you choose $125 of product, plus you get 2 extra stamp sets. So anyway, celebration is a fun time. So I'm going to show you one of the items that we have available during celebration, and I'm going to use a new stamp set from the mini catalog also. But before I do that, I'm going to do my randomizer. So those of you who are new to me, I think, Marie, this is the first time you've joined me. I don't remember seeing you before, at least on my live. Maybe you've watched videos or whatever, but I have a randomizer. Everything that I make, excuse me, during my live, I give away. And then if you share my video on your newsfeed or whatever, and then you need to come back and tell me that you shared, then I put you in a list. I call it my randomizer. I put my list of names, and then this computer software or app or program or whatever picks names for me. So then I give away the products or the projects to who's drawn. So anyway, so share today, and then what I make today, you'll be entered into my drawing for next week. I go live every Wednesday, 10:30. Okay, cool. Sounds great. I go live every Wednesday morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, but I wasn't live last week. I took the week off. I just sort of needed a week off. Todd was off. Actually, he's still off this week. It's annoying. He tested positive for COVID the day after Christmas or something, and so then we were quarantined, and he should have been able to be off Wednesday, this Wednesday, and his work says, nope, don't come back till Monday. So anyway, he's here still, but I never got it, so I'm thankful for that. He just had cold symptoms, no big deal. All right, so I'm at my randomizer. I've been talking too much. So I have all my names loaded here, and I'm going to start it. I need my pen. I always forget to grab a pen. Oh, Marcia Hill, yay. You are, I think I still have something for you. Oh yeah, I have a cute little bag sitting there for you. Okay, Marcia Hill, you are my first winner this morning. First winner of 2022. Congratulations. Okay, so I'm giving away, so that was the, do you remember my bunny card from last week? Or 2 weeks ago, actually. So I'm giving that away. And also, I am giving away, I didn't make this on my live, but I'm giving away the cute duck and chick card, too. Okay, I'm picking another name. Start now. Oops. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Before I start. No. I hit the wrong button. That wasn't start my... There. So sorry. Jamie Rose, you are my second winner. Woohoo! Okay. So thank you, girls, for sharing my video. I love when you share. It helps me, helps my business, and hopefully it helps other people brighten their day or that sort of thing, because, you know, I'm a goof. Okay, so I'm back and ready to stamp with you. So, Jamie, I will, well, both of you, I can send both of you your cards. Oh, hi, Terry. Thanks for sharing. Hi, Marlene. Did I say hi to you already? I feel like I saw your name, but I don't know if you said hi. Ha. So Jamie, I can mail yours, and I could do yours too, Marcia, but I have a cute little bag here for you too, so I don't know. Or I can give it to you at Hostess Appreciation. It's in a week and a half. I'm so excited. I had a bunch of planning I had to do for it, like last minute, like place my order type. I need to know what I need sort of thing. So I'm getting ready. I have my menu made, my grocery list made, working on it. Okay, so I'm going to put you down. Well, no, I'll show you what I'm going to use first. So what I'm going to use is actually on page, okay, sounds good, Marcia. It's actually on pages 8 through 10. It's a suite called Sweet Talk, and I'm using Sweet Conversations. I love this set. It's too cute. And it has some really cute designer paper. I'm not going to, well, I'll show you the designer paper just by showing you in the mini catalog. So there's lots of pinks and purples and reds in this designer paper. And I don't remember if I'll have my I still don't have more chocolate. I realized I need to get more chocolate before Saturday because I have a club Saturday. That's funny, Marlene. You're too funny. So I might have to fill it for you with your friends. Okay, so I am going to be using one of these designs. There's lots of reds and whatever, but I don't know if you remember this about me, but I like non-traditional. So I'm going to go with non-traditional and pull out some of the other colors that are in some of these. So that's the stamp set that I'm going to use. And I'm also, well, what I just showed you was designer paper, but I showed you the stamp set a second ago. I didn't, oh, here it is. Okay, so the another thing that I'm going to use besides the Sweet Conversations stamp set is I'm going to be doing another project too, and I'm using the Sale-a-Bration item that is the Simply Marbleous designer paper. Just a sec, I got to fan it out a second. You guys are bribing me. No, you're not bribing me. I don't know the word. You're too funny. Okay, so these are lots of cool colors. They're marbling. So this is like Brush and Bride. I think this is Daffodil, but I don't know if it's so saffron. Oops, I'm coming on the wrong end. Could be So Saffron. That looks more like it. Or crushed curry, maybe. Or is it pale papaya? Anyway, I thought there was a pale papaya in here too. So here's one side. There's a little bit more muted on this side. Sorry, I'm trying to show the purple better. And there's Bermuda Bay. And then this side is like, ooh, deep stuff. I know, isn't it cool? So this is one of, it's gorgeous. It's one of the, oh, so I should tell you, there are 48 sheets here, I think 4 each. No, I don't know. I don't know how many. Maybe 8 each of 6 colors. Yeah. It's called Creative Incentive. Yeah, right. So there's 48 sheets here. They're 6 by 6, and they're in, well, some of the marbling has a couple different colors in it, like the blue especially. This has a couple different blues in it. So you can see what colors are all in there in the Sale-a-Bration brochure. So this is one of the items that you can get with a $50 order. So I will be showing that with my second project. So I'm going to put you down. Now, I remember this. It's not a quick tilt, and it bugs me. I'm really sorry, but so I'm going to do my magic wand, though. I'm going to unbackwards you, upside down you, and then I'm sorry, I have to manually put it down so that you can see. Oh, I just undid something. Okay, I'm good. Sorry. Very high maintenance. All right, stop this here. Okay. So here's my stamp set again, and the first thing that I'm going to do, so these are my colors that I'm going to use. So this is, this is my favorite designer paper design from, oops, it doesn't really matter. These are topsy-turvy, upside down, whatever. This is my favorite design from this Sweet. The Sweet Conversations is the stamp set. I forgot the name of the actual Sweet. Sweet Talk. So I'm going to use this. So I'm pulling out, this is Pool Party and So Saffron. So I'm going to use those. And the first thing that I'm going to do is, oh, I should show you the dies. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to make a background here with my Pool Party. And so I'm taking this, and I have this, here's the stamp set again. I'm going to use this sort of watercolory look, a strip of 3 hearts. And hopefully I can do this well enough like I did earlier. I'm just making my own background. And I'm doing it sort of randomly, but sort of in a pattern. I guess I'll say randomly, or why that comes to mind is because I'm not using a Stamparatus to position it perfectly. I'm just sort of trying to go back and forth. It will not be perfect. Back and forth to sort of make this zigzaggy pattern of hearts here. Okay, so here's my, can you see that okay? So here's my background, and I'm done with that one. Now I'm going to put all my base pieces together. Here's my silicone mat that I'm using. I remembered to pull that out, and I'm going to put my Pool Party on my So Saffron. You know, I like just a tiny little border. I just like it to peek out a little bit. I don't always like it wide and bold and whatever as far as my borders go. But then I wanted this contrast. So my So Saffron border is tiny, but then my white border, my basic white border, is bigger. I like that kind of combination. Okay. Excuse me. Now I'm putting this designer paper on here as well. Just putting it right here. And now I'm introducing you to the dies. These dies are fun. Oh, the lighting is not good. Let's see if this is better. Lots of hearts, obviously. Some of my favorites are these. There's a 5, a 3, and I'm actually going to be using a 4 that's a vertical one. These are ones that are like a string of hearts where they stay together. And then obviously it will punch out or cut out the tiny hearts on the center, but then it leaves the string of them behind. These just cut hearts out of this section. You can kind of make a border with it. And then there's these individual ones here. Sorry, I keep getting bad lighting when I do that. All right, the one I used though, I already did it. I'm not doing the die cutting right now. I used this cute little envelope one. And I used it with Petal Pink, which is sort of an orangey color. I don't know if you can tell that now, but it's pink, but it's got a peach tone to it. So I'm using the envelope, and what I want to do is use my bone folder, and actually I want to do it on something harder than, I have a cushion under here, and it just will crease better if I, there's score lines on here to make this envelope. It will crease better on something harder. Okay, now what I want to do, oops, which one? There's a skinnier one that's supposed to be the top of the envelope. What I want to do actually, I never use liquid glue, but I'm going to use liquid glue, I think, to hold this closed. Oops, this doesn't want to, I didn't crease it well on here or something. I want to see how liquid glue goes for holding this, because my tear and tape didn't really like holding it. I just got to make sure I don't put it on any areas that will close the envelope. This actually is a really good glue as long as you hold it down in place for a little bit, and then it makes it work. I don't like that this doesn't show up well. So this holds probably about a 1 inch by 1 inch tiny little card. So I'm going to hold this for a minute, and then I'm going to work on the card. But I'm not making it just 1 inch by 1 inch. I'm making it, getting glue everywhere. That's exactly why I don't like using liquid glue. All right, hopefully the inside seems good though. Okay, so it's holding now, so we should be good. Now, what I'm doing is making the little card for the inside. Where did my pieces go? Okay, so what I did was I cut this to be 1 inch by 1.5 inches because I want it to stay sticking out of the envelope for design. So I'm using Memento because I'm using a photopolymer stamp set. This stamp set's photopolymer. And this says BFF. And so I'm going to stamp the heart at the top of this little tab thing. And then I'm going to stamp the inside of the heart with the Petal Pink. And I kind of want it to not be perfect. I want it to be a little bit off. That's just how I'm preferring to do this. Just for a little bit more design. Does that make sense? So there's my BFF. And then I'm going to put it together. So I'm going to put this on the front of my card here. Oh, I already forgot I wanted to do something. All right, I'm going to see if I can get this off. Hi, Kathy. I wanted to put ribbon around here, and I completely forgot that. I should have been looking at my sample that I already made. So I'm lifting this off carefully. Once I get to the end so it doesn't rip, I'm going to twist it. Okay, if I twist it, then it's fine. Whew, I'm glad that didn't stay. Okay, so sorry. This is how I end up doing things anyway. All right, so this is Bumblebee. What's it called? Is it called Gingham? Yeah, Bumblebee Gingham ribbon. This is in the full catalog. And I want to make 2 little knots on here. Just adding to the design. It wasn't necessary. I just liked the look of it, and it just needed something when I was first making this. So I probably did this the first time I made it too, so that's probably why I forgot. I'm trying not to push it down onto my scrap paper. Oh, I should have my silicone under here. That would be helpful. So this Silicone Mat, if you've not seen it before, your adhesive doesn't stick to this well, so it's a good thing to use when you're using glue or adhesive, because then it will come off more easily. So there's one here, and I want to. I've been doing that lately. It used to be a thing years ago, and I just suddenly decided to do it. It started in November when I was making those luminaries for my team that did on stage with me, and now it's just sort of stuck with me again. Okay, so I want them I want the knots offset a little bit. I do want them close together though, so I'm trying to slide this down. It's sticking. There we go. All right, now that I have ribbon on here, I really need to use the tear and tape instead of my regular adhesive. So I wasted my original adhesive, but I don't want to, with the ribbon around it and just going down, it will want to just lift up. So I'm helping it by using tear and tape. So I press this on, lift off the backing. All right, now we're going to put this back down where we saw it last. And then, oops, did I lose my... It's stuck to something, I'm sure of it. My envelope. I put adhesive on it and then changed, oh, it was on the ribbon. All right, we better add more just in case I pulled some off with it being on the ribbon. All right, so we're putting our envelope right here, and we're just gonna tuck our little note right in here. Is that how I did it? And then one last thing. Oh, I really don't like that. I wish we still had these in the catalog. This is an adhesive remover, and I'm getting off that liquid glue that I seeped on there and tried to get off. I really wish we had these, but they must not have been good sellers. So, okay, last thing. This is part of the suite also, actually. These are Iridescent Rhinestones. You probably can't tell what these are like. I love iridescent things. They're basic rhinestones. There's 3 sizes. There's this big, ooh, now we can see it better. It's big, medium, small. And I'm just going to put one little rhinestone on this little BFF card. So I love iridescent because they can look, sorry, I'm shaking the camera. They can look pink or purple or blue or even green, depending on what they're next to. So that makes me happy. All right, so here is my card all done. Okay, and I'm not putting Happy Valentine's Day or whatever inside it, so you can use it for whatever you want. Doesn't have to be Valentine's card. It's just a fun love card. Okay, next card that I'm doing, I'm using, thank you, I'm glad that you like it. Where's my stuff? Okay, so I'm using, I have basic gray here and white, and this is the Marbleous designer paper, and I'm using it in the Blushing Bride. And I better get my sample out here again so I don't forget stuff. Just a second. It got buried. Oh, right. So the first thing that I have to show you, I'm not sure you can see it. If you can see it better this way. Maybe it'll be better this way. So the first thing that I did to my card base already, before I even turned the camera on, is I used an embossing folder on here. I just got it recently and I hadn't used it yet. They're called Dotty Hearts. They're 2 of the small size embossing. So this is random hearts all over the place. And then this one has stripes of hearts and dots. That's sort of like raised. It's not piercing, but it's like popped dots, or I don't know how you want to call it. So so I did this on the basic gray already, and you can either do it so that it's raised, or you can flip it around and do it so that it's recessed. And for some reason on this basic gray, excuse me, in person at least, it sounds better, or it sounds better. It looks better with it recessed on this. I can just see it better. I don't know why. Okay. So what I did already is, so as I told you, this is Blushing Bride, but I used Flirty Flamingo, and I used this vertical set of hearts here, and ran it through the Mini Boss. And what I want to do, I don't have my take your pick tool, I'm just using my snips. First of all, I have a little container here to catch, so I can just put my hearts in it, so I can either use it now or use them later. Actually, I'm using them now. And I did put adhesive sheet on here already. A mix between sheet and strip. So sorry. So I can peel this backing off. I'll show you. Peel this backing off and put it, I'm putting it right on this designer paper. So there is lines to help you get the designer paper off every so often, so you might end up with lines on here. So I put it down in pieces. So I'm going to put it right here on the side of this here, so I can see my cute hearts here. Okay, and this is going to get attached to my basic white. And then before I put this down, I have something more that I want to do. So I also used this die to make a tag, and I'm going to put this tag on this piece that I already put together. And so first I want to stamp. So this says, happy to have you in my life. So I'm trying to go not Valentine's, so anybody can use it, even if you don't do Valentine's cards or send Valentine's or have somebody you want to give it to. So happy to have you in my life. You can give that to anybody. Having a hard time with my lighting today. And then I'm going to use my hearts that cut out of the die. I'm going to put them on here. So I'm going to put one right here. I'm going to put put one higher. And I'm actually going to have this one be off the tag a little bit, and then I'm going to cut it. Sort of the same way that I make a random design on my cardstock when I'm trying to make a random background. So it's just a sec. That lighting's bad again. There we go. So that's what I'm doing. Now what I'm using is, this is a carryover item actually from the Mini Catalog, and it just goes well with what I have planned. So this is the white glittered ribbon. I love this stuff. And I'm going to put it through my tag here. And I'm actually going to unroll this a little bit. I'm going to tie it to this with the glittered white ribbon. Alright, I'll get it tied and then I'll position it better. So I'm just doing a knot around this lengthwise, or not lengthwise, up and down vertical. It's not any longer than it is wider. It's a 3x3 piece. Okay, so attaching that, oops, I'll trim this and then slide it. So I'm going to slide this up here. And then, so it will stay where I want it to. I'm going to move this over just a little bit. So it'll stay where I want it to. I'm going to put dimensionals on the back. There we go. Can you see that better? You'll be able to see better when I bring the camera back up. It always is better lighting when I do that. I was first trying to figure out just how to put a ribbon through the tag, and then this just worked out better. There we go. Okay, so I have this piece here. And because I used an embossing folder on the card base, oh, I'm going to go this way across the ribbon. Because I used an embossing folder on the card base, because there's texture, I wanted to use tear and tape anyway, but also, since I put my dimensionals on there before I put this down, I kind of a little bit need to use this rather than trying to use my seal adhesive. Okay, so take the backings off here again. And then this goes on here. Okay, now, one last thing I want to do is use my rhinestones again that I was working with, my iridescent rhinestones. So I'm going to put one in the center of each of these little hearts that in this strip of 4 hearts. Putting it down and then sliding it doesn't work very well. So you need to kind of slide it in position first and then put it down. You know, order matters. Now, if you really wanted to go iridescent, you also could, and I did prepare for this and actually remembered it, you could take your Wink of Stella. I already have this open and ready and whatever. When you first get it, there's a black barrel that you need to unscrew and then pull the barrel out and screw it back in, and then from then on you just pull it off. But I can make my my strip of hearts to be a little bit shimmery. it's kind of subtle depending on how much you have squeezed and ready to go. This is sort of at the end of this wink of Stella. Is it called a marker? I'll call it a marker. So sort of at the end, but I'm still getting some shimmer on here. So really going with iridescence with between the ribbon and the rhinestones, and then adding some wink of Stella too. Okay, thank you. I'm glad you love these colors. Okay, I have another one to show you too, but I'll show it to you when I pull it up. So I'm done stamping. I'm going to pull it up and show you our projects. So I'm going to, upside down you, put you backwards again, and lift you up. All right. Oops, sorry. There really needs to be a better way to do this. Thank you. I'm so glad that you like that. Okay, so here is my last one. So sweet. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it. Okay, so here's the one that I came up with first. This was my first one that I did. So it's the same designer paper and the same side of the designer paper, but this one has Blushing Bride as that strip of hearts instead of the Pretty Peacock. Oh, and you can see it. You can see the embossing a lot better on the Smoky Slate. And then Smoky Slate is the card base, and then behind the designer paper is the basic gray. And then this one, oh, now you can see the embossing folder. So basic gray, and the Flirty Flamingo is this design or cardstock color again. Okay, so there's that. And now I have to show you my BFF card. So here's this one. Thank you. I'm glad that you like them both. So other than BFF, there's not, or all these little conversation hearts. I love these. They're too cute. There's not any extra words, so you can use this card for whatever you like. So, okay. So you can find the Sweet Conversations. That's, remember, the actual stamp set is page 10 in the mini catalog, but the whole suite is pages 8 to 10 in this mini catalog. And then, I didn't tell you, I don't know what page I had it opened. The Marbleous designer paper is on page 10. Oh, they were both page 10 of the brochure. So here is the brochure with lots of, look at all those colors. I love all those colors. Oh, and there's otters too. That's another set that you can get free. Thank you for sharing, Marlene. And did I say thank you, Marcia? I think you shared already a long time ago. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for joining me today. It was good to be back with you. And I'm excited. I will be back again next Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And remember to share this video, and you'll be entered. I'll prep my randomizer for next week for our drawing. So thank you for joining me. Thank you, Jamie. You have a good day too. And I will see you again next week. Be safe out there if you have to go. Oh, it's not looking good. I don't really like windows so much when you see all the snow blowing everywhere. Be safe if you have to travel. And I will see you again next week. Have a great day.